Good morning. My name is Muyu Ngura, aspirant for the Mwatate constituency MP position in 2027. I'm speaking to you from Bura Station here in Mwatate constituency, Taita, Taveta County. On this day, the 25th June 2026, we mark 2 years since the loss of lives during the Gen Z protests, mainly in Nairobi, and we stand united as youth, as Gen Z, as millennials to come together to remember all those whose lives were sadly lost in reckless response, and some who continue or are still missing to date. We pray for the families, and also we pray for all the friends and colleagues who are not able to have their loved ones close by. For the people in Taita Taveta, it comes very close to home, especially for the likes of Albert Ojwang, who was a teacher here, just less than 10 kilometers from where we're speaking from. He was a teacher at Kituma Secondary School, and we still are crying out for justice. There's been no single person who's been convicted for the loss of life for over 100 youths. And I think this is time that we can be able to press more to ensure that all those who are capable or those who are involved with the killing of the Gen Zs during the 2024 protests and even the 2025 protests, for them to be held to account and for them to pay for all their atrocities. I've heard the voice of the youth in Taita Taveta and Mwatate to be specific. We were not given an approval to hold a peaceful gathering today, and the disappointment is imminent. But I want to assure the youth of Mwatate that their voice will no longer be silent. They will not be oppressed and suppressed because they are considered to have no financial power. We want to ensure that we empower the youth not only within our specific area, but in all areas of the country. We want to ensure that there are jobs created for people who are graduating from university, by creating more industries, by refining materials and ensuring we're sending out already products that are not raw materials. So we can have processing within our counties, within our country, to ensure that when we're sending out products, these products are the end products. They're not going for further refinery or processing outside the country. Those are jobs being exported. Those are jobs which we are losing as a country and giving to other countries. There's also a negative impact of sending all our brain power and all the people who have skilled workforce for us to send them out of the country, because it's a brain drain. We're taking out the people who have the skill set and the ability to boost and improve the Kenyan economy, but we export this labor outside. And in some cases, it ends tragically, as we've seen in some countries in the Middle East. So we are asking the government to create opportunities for the youth here locally. We want the youthful people to be part of every single decision-making process, whether it's at the local level, at the national level, or if it's at the representative level for Kenya internationally. So today we are speaking on behalf of the youth. We are asking them to be united as we try to pursue different interests which can be able to empower us and be able to ensure that people are able to sustain their livelihoods and people are also able to support their families. One of the key areas I would like to look into, if given the opportunity, is addressing these debt sharks, these shark debt companies that are providing loans to buy commodities at extremely high prices. For example, you can have a motorbike at 110,000 shillings if you pay it cash. But through this loan mikopo companies, you end up paying to the tune of 350,000. This is slavery. This is imprisonment of our youth, because they're pushing them to be able to remove certain funds daily, on a daily basis. And if these funds are not paid, they lose the items. Sometimes they've lost their lives because of this equipment here. So these can only be addressed through parliamentary process. We have to ensure that there is no exploitation of our people. The current setup is an advantage-based system where those with money are able to lend to those who don't have money and ensure that they pay extremely high interest rates. So as a people, we want to say that enough is enough. We want to take control of all the aspects which are touching on the youth movement. We want to have security from the government to ensure that we can peacefully meet, we can peacefully discuss, we can be able to hold forums, town halls, and we can be able to chart the course forward, because the future is dependent on the biggest population within Africa, and that is the youthful population. So for that, I ask you that we stand together, we make decisions which are beneficial to all the youth, regardless of tribe, county, or association, and we try and ensure that we can build a better nation for all of us. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and we do hereby pass our sincere condolences and love to all those who lost family members during the previous Gen Z protests and other protests which have taken place in the country, protests which are aiming to improve democracy within the country. And this is our aim. We are a peaceful people and want to ensure that we can be able to chart our way forward peacefully. Thank you very much, and we do pray that justice will be served for all those who are involved in the killing and disappearance of our brothers and sisters. Thank you.